everyone! The votes are in! And no surprise to anyone, the winner is... It's Astrid. It was always going to be Astrid. But there is something very interesting to bring up about this. The winner's Astrid. Everywhere. Every single server. The other two didn't win anywhere. That's just like, I'm lost for words by like it being a 1 in 3 chance for every server. I mean, yeah, we've already discussed the fact that she's a known NPC, they're new, but nearly everyone seems to agree that her idea is kind of one of the worst. I mean, they all have issues, but yeah. Anyways, let's get to this. It's funny because I was like, oh, maybe I'll make characters on the other servers, even though it'll take us forever, because I'll have to rush to level 15. But I'll make characters on the other servers so that we can see what the other stories are. Oh, can't do that anymore, can I? But they are on Garland Tools, so I'm probably going to read them out at the end. Astrid's Acumen. And you get 5 Valentione Day chocolates. Lizette has an important announcement to share with one and all, and I bet she's very pleased. Like, insanely how overwhelming the response was. Well, if it isn't my most beloved of adventurers, you've picked the perfect time to come. Why is that, you say? Why, I was just about to announce the results of the contest and name this year's new Emissary of Love. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been counted, and the winner is Astrid, and her proposal for our yearning youth to expand his search for love and new horizons. Far be it from me to take sides, yet ever since you told me that you cast your vote for my dear sister, somehow I knew she would emerge triumphant. And wouldn't you know it, there she is right now. Astrid! Oh, Astrid! Could it be? Did you truly choose me? But they did! How can I ever thank you, my friend? Without your vote of confidence to keep my hopes up, I doubt I could have lasted until this moment. As our newly crowned emissary of love, Astrid will now proudly go... now go proudly forth and put her carefully thought proposal into action. That one more soul in this realm may find the true love and happiness they so deeply deserve. On this momentous occasion, I would ask of you a special favour. Would you be so kind as to accompany Astrid on her adventure of the heart? That you might witness firsthand the passion of her words and the efficiency of her actions. Under different circumstances, I would perform the task myself, but given that the girl is my own flesh and blood, I fear it may be difficult for me to remain an impartial observer. You will humour me this time, will you not? Sure. Thank you for offering me to accompany me, friend. It is most heartening to know I will not have to take on this imposing task alone. Our anonymous client has asked us to meet him at the amphitheatre, which is where we are. There are some preparations I must see to, so please go on ahead whenever you are ready. Pray take care, however, not to alert our friend to your presence. Find a suitable vantage point to watch me at work, and I shall see to the rest. I just remembered something. Here they are! The special NPCs have turned up. Isn't red such a lovely colour? I certainly think so. I know you've each got to say something. Come on. Unless it's only you saying something. Because... Oh my god, it is! It's only you saying something. Because Astrid won. God damn it! I want to know what the other two got to say. I don't think that's on any websites. Bugger. I can just feel inspiration about to strike. Hello. So yeah, there's a couple of special NPCs about. Kind of like they sort of make sense. Convenia is a little bit on the random side. Could it be that I'm not as beloved as I thought? Either way, there's no use crying over spilled mead. If Astrid needs my support, she can consider it hers. That's very big of you. Couldn't help it when he said spilled mead. My heart cannot agree with the result of the voting, but my head tells me I must accept the fair judgment of the masses. Rest assured that I intend to offer Astrid any assistance she requires. That's very big of you as well. Good on yous. Hide in the bushes. Pining Gridanian. My apologies. I hope I've not kept you waiting over long. You are the lonely soul who sought our counsel to ease the pain of your heart, yes? Yeah, I suppose. My name is Wayne, and I am proud to serve as Guildmaster of the Lancers Guild. Yeah, I totally didn't realise who it was. I'm an idiot. And I am Astrid de Valentione, emissary of love and ardour. Worry not, my shy and sensitive friend. No matter what depths of sadness and solitude you may have known, from this day forward, your heart will be illuminated with the warmth and brilliance of love. Yes, I shall see to that. So without further ado, let us get to the task, shall we? As I recall, your plight was that you scarce knew where to begin your search for love in the first place. Fear not, for I have come to you today bearing the perfect solution. Expand my horizons, you say? Well, now that you mention it, I had plans to visit the Leatherworkers Guild later today to deliver a shipment of animal hides. My dearest Joanne, but why did you not say so earlier? I dare say this is the perfect opportunity to take your first step on a journey to meet your destiny. Okay. Like, it's not awful so far. Well, if it isn't Guildmaster Wayne, what brings you here today? And who's this you brought with you? He doesn't look like leatherwork. Well, she doesn't look like leatherworker material, if you ask me. Greetings, my dear Guildmaster Giva. Or Jiva? Many a tale have I heard of your beauty. I am Astrid of House Valentione, come to Gridania to bring ardour and affection in this, the loveliest of seasons. Charmed. What's the meaning of this, Ewan? You were supposed to bring me a shipment of animal hides, not some melodramatic moppet. What is it you want from me? Yes, I was simply looking for love, as it were. What in the... Did you get bonked on the head by a berserk goblin? You know as well as any that I have a husband and 2 young ones at home. Let's assume, for both our sakes, that was just an uncharacteristic attempt at humour on your part, and move right along to business. You did bring the hides as promised, didn't you? Vitrolic voice. What is all this blithering and blabbering about? How long do you intend to keep one of Eorzea's prominent scholars waiting? Oh no. Professor Marset, what brings you to our humble halls today? Looking for another rare creature using your fieldwork? You there! Yes, you with the vapid empty stare on your face and the sack of animal hides in your meaty paw. Open that bag at once and show me the contents. Now! Okay. Me? Of course. These are the skins of a variety of beasts procured by members of my guild in the vicinity of the Gilmora Ruins. I dare say there are some rare specimens among. I do not recall asking for your commentary. Have you ever heard the saying, it's better to keep your mouth closed and let the whole realm assume you are a fool and a half-wit, then open your mouth and remove all doubt? That's a terrible saying. Allow me to translate for your feeble mind. Shut your maw, grab that sack, and come along with me. Research Assistant 711. Research Assistant? Is he talking again? Why do they insist on talking? As of today, you have the honor of joining Marset, realm-renowned naturalist and esteemed authoritress of the Natural Eorzean Geographic, on her latest expedition into the unknown. So do be silent and come along now. Research Assistant 124. And try to pick up the pace, will you? Science waits for no man, especially not some meathead like yourself. Wait a moment. Just what is the meaning of... I said pray, wait. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Oof, that's an awful pairing. Oof. Out of curiosity, nope, nothing. I thought it might have been something she said, but 'twas not to be. That's the wrong door, you idiot. Well, I dare say those two seem to have hit it off swimmingly. Yeah. I do believe we can safely declare my plan to introduce Guildmaster Uwain to a potential love interest to be a resounding success. As for what becomes of their relationship from here, well, that is up to the two of them, is it not? In any event, I should be getting along. Sister will no doubt be eager to hear the results of our little operation. See you back at the amphitheater, friend. I am lost for words. Like, literally, it's like, that was awful. You guys got anything special to say? Nope. Do 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 do. I do hope Astrid's plan succeeded to her satisfaction. She did put so much of her heart and soul into this. Oh, there you are. I shared with my dear sister all the details of our encounter with Uwain and Marset. Do you suppose she will deem my efforts a success? Welcome back, my beloved friend. Astrid has told me everything. To be perfectly honest with you, that was not precisely how I envisioned everything working out. Which is why I seek your opinion, as one who served me loyally in the name of love. What say you? Was dear Astrid's approach worthy of the title of Emissary of Ardor? I'm gonna be nice. That remains to be seen. "'Tis a fair assessment indeed, for as emissaries, all we can do is point two potential lovers in the same direction. Whether or not they choose to walk the path of passion together is up to them and them alone. At any rate, I do believe I've heard all I need to render my verdict. Hear me, Astrid. By the powers invested in me by my forebears, I, Lisette de Valentione, do hereby declare you a fully fledged emissary of Ardor. Oh, congratulations, my dear. How long I have waited to say these words." That says those, not these. "And with that, I have no qualms whatsoever placing the full of this year's Valentione's Day proceedings under your charge. Well, Astrid, how does it feel to rise to the occasion? Have you aught to say to the sweet adventurer who made this occasion possible?" But of course, thank you. Thank you oh so much, from the deepest, most boundless depths of my heart. I promise the both of you that the festivities will not end until I and my assistants have done all we can to aid every yearning soul in their quest for companionship. So please, my friend, do enjoy yourself, and, that's right, how did it go again? My love burns brighter than the sun, and deeper than the sea. Gladly would I share it with thee, and, oh, most definitely thee. Happy ending? Question mark? Astrid's acumen. Ba 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 ba. Warrior of Love. Greetings, my beloved friend. I trust you are enjoying the festivities to your heart's content. Have you found your own true love yet? Should you find yourselves alone this Valentione's Day, why not try your hand at the ceremony? It may very well be the first step on the romantic adventure of a lifetime. Ba 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 ba. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Nope, they didn't add the others. I'd heard apparently they might add the other colours afterwards. But nope. From the far reach of the south sea of ash, hearts pine and... Oh, it's you. Forgive me, I was trying to get into the spirit, now that I've been named Sister's successor. May ardor and affection follow wheresoever you go. Ah. I was hoping there'd be a bit extra. So that is the full event. Obviously this is a bit of a shorter one since I've waited to well, I put out the first video and then I've waited to do this. I will go on to Garland Tools now and I'll basically relay what happens for the two quests. I can't remember what happens in yours because I briefly skimmed over them after I found out Astrid's was the winner. I do know that I'm kind of sad yours didn't win, just because Sylphie is in it, and I really like her as a character. But yeah, so with that, let's go and check out golden tools. Alright, so we have 2 quests here. We have Bert's Big Idea and Rodrigal's Revelation. Let's do them in order because it makes sense. Alright, so undertake the... Yeah, well, if it isn't my most beloved of adventurers, you've picked the perfect time to come. Why is that, you say? Why, I was just about to announce the result of the contest and the name of this year's new Emissary of Love. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been counted, and the winner is... Bert. And the proposal that our yearning youth, and his proposal that our yearning youth, take up woodworking. A very creative solution, to be sure. That said, from the moment you told me that Bert's proposal is your support, I had a feeling that somehow he would emerge the victor. And the opposite one of, I realised that Bert was not your first choice. To be quite honest, nor was he mine. But I do hope you will be so kind as to support him in his endeavours. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, there he is right now. Bert, oh Bert! Oh, if it isn't the insightful adventurer who was the first to throw his support my way. To the surprise of neither of us, I'm sure Bert the Beloved's flawless proposal has carried the day. Oh, colour me entirely unsurprised, for Bert the Beloved's flawless proposal has carried the day. Don't beat yourself up too much for supporting one of my vanquished foes, friend. I still welcome your assistance in any way you'd care to give it. As our newly nominated Emissary of Love, Bert will now go proudly forth and put his, rather bold proposal into action. That one more soul in this realm may find the true love and happiness they so deeply deserve. On this momentous occasion, I'll ask you a special favour, you go and accompany him. Under the circumstances, you do it. But given my own preconceptions about the man, I fear it may be difficult for me to remain an impartial observer. You will humour me this time, will you not? I've already reached out to a client, and he has agreed to meet me at the Carpenters Guild. Clearly, he is as eager to see my plan come to fruition as I am. You are welcome to a front row seat as my certain to be masterful performance at my certain to be masterful performance as well. Just promise that you will not get too close. You wouldn't want to upstage the star of the show, of course. Now come along. Will Bert's bold-faced plan succeed in bringing the succour of love to a young man's heart? Why, my heart flutters in anticipation. Pray watch over my associate from close by, that you might report back to me the findings you have seen. My apologies. I hope I've not kept you waiting over long. Oh, so our mysterious best client finally removes his cover. And you would be... Wayne, Guildmaster of the Lancers Guild. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. A pleasure indeed. And I am Bert the Beloved, aspiring emissary of love, and the hero who has come to help you tap into your true potential, true passion, and claim the love you so dearly deserve. And now, allow me to elaborate on how you will do this precisely, or how you will do precisely that. It's written right in front of me, I'll still bugger it up. Take up a hobby, you say? Well, I do suppose that might afford me the chance to meet new people, but what manner of pastime would you propose? My good man, I thought you'd never ask. Take a look around you. Do you not see where we now stand? The Carpenters Guild? Do you mean to suggest I should take up woodworking? You've hit the nail straight on the head. What else but woodworking? Not only is it the most virile and masculine activity fitting your ample physical prowess, it is sure to charm any lady searching for a man who pulls his weight around the house. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but you may very well have a point. But of course I do. You'll be pleased to know that I've already worked out the details of your apprenticeship with Master Beaton. All you need to do is stride through these doors, declare your arrival, and you'll be hammering and swording in no time. Master Beaton, it is I, Bert the Beloved, come with the new apprentice I promised you. Wait, Beaton, that's a male, I think. Yes, no doubt another wide-eyed young fool who doesn't know a hatchet from a guildmaster. You win. You are my new pupil. What in the 12's name are you thinking? Did you get bopped on the head by the butt of a lance? I'm a busy man. I don't have time to entertain wayward warriors who want to play at woodworking. I assure you, Master Beaton, I am quite serious about this endeavor, for I am, how should I say it, looking to better understand love. What's that you say? Looking to understand lumber? Oh, could it be that I have misjudged you all these years? Here, I thought you a thick-headed warrior, when in fact you are a sensitive soul, a kindred spirit who marvels at the majesty of oak, revels in the resilience of rosewood. Forgive me, Master P. It appears you misheard him. What Master Uwain is actually looking for is, well, why didn't you say so sooner, my boy? My fellow guildmaster, a man after my own heart. Come, and I shall teach you to become one with the wood, to know every nook and cranny of every tree in the 12's. Yes, when I am through with you, and mind you, I will not rest until I have imparted all my knowledge, you will understand the mighty trees from which your precious weapons are crafted as well. Nay, better. Then you know how to wield them. Thank you, Master Bede. But that was not quite what I had in. Oh, be not shy or afraid, my boy. The trees of the 12's would welcome you with open arms. Now come this way, my compatriot in carpentry. The wondrous world of all that is wood awaits you. I had heard rumours that Master Bede's boundless enthusiasm, but I must admit that turn of events caught me somewhat by surprise. Why, I dare say the man's sheer passion nigh outstrips my own, at least when it comes to wood, that is. I do hope Guildmaster Uwain was not too overwhelmed. Still, our man was looking for an encounter full of art and affection, and he certainly has found one. For who can say the man's meeting must involve the fairer sex? Man, woman, wood, in matters of the art, I dare say the difference is immaterial. At any rate, Lady Lizette is surely beside herself, wanting to hear word of my inevitable rousing success. And I'm gonna yawn. Let us go together and share the triumphant tidings. I do hope Bert's plan succeeded to our client's satisfaction. Why, I simply couldn't forgive myself if I allowed that overbearing fool to tarnish the good name of House Valentione. You arrive at last, my friend. Rest assured that I have shared with Lady Lizette all the details of Uwain's encounter with Master Beaton. No doubt it is but a matter of moments until she declares my efforts a resounding success. Welcome back, my beloved friend. Bert has told me everything. To be perfectly honest with you, that was not precisely, or to be honest, not at all, how I had envisioned everything working out. Which is why I seek your opinion as one who has served me loyally in the name of love. What say you? Was Bert's unusual approach worthy of the tides of Emissary of Ardor? What do you say? That depends on the two of them. It's a start, is it not? There are many types of love. Fair enough. I suppose you are right. The relationship now might simply be one of master and student, but when two men bond over a love of wood, who knows what sparks might fly, and what passion may yet be kindled? Indeed it is. After all, until today, poor Ewan scarcely spoke with anyone but stoic soldiers, not unlike himself. Now he has found a kindred spirit with whom he might bond over a love for the natural world around him. Who am I, or anyone, to say where this might lead? Do you mean to say that our friend Ewan might like Master Beaton? Find his love for trees transcends all? I am not certain that is the sort of ardor we should be encouraging, but still, I suppose a passion for wood is better than no passion at all. At any rate, I do believe I've heard all I need to render my verdict. Hear me, Bert. By the powers invested in me by my forebears, I, Lisette de Valentione, do hereby declare you a fully fledged emissary of ardor. Congratulations, my young associate. I can quite honestly say I never expected to see this day. And with that, I have no qualms whatsoever placing the fall of this year's Valentione's Day proceedings under your charge. Well, Bert, how does it feel to rise to the occasion? Have you aught to say to this daring adventurer who helped you make this occasion possible? Thank you, my friend. I'd be lying if I said I couldn't have done it without you. The results were quite decisive after all. But, nevertheless, I appreciate you tagging along almost every step of the way to offer your support. And with that, if you'll excuse me, I do believe I have a job to do. You! Yes, you over there! Do you truly expect to find true love looking like that? Let Bert the Beloved show you how it's done and set you on a course for destiny. Five Valentine's Day chocolates. Alright! Rodrigal's Revelation. I never checked the journal. It's not really important though. It's the dialogue we want. In order to undertake blah blah blah. Beloved adventurers, without further ado, the votes have been counted and the winner is, well, this is a surprise. Rodrigal and his proposal that our yearning young man seek love by first finding himself through meditation. A rather unique approach, to be sure. That said, from the moment you told me that Rodrigal's proposal had your support, I had a hunch that he might somehow emerge the victor. I realize that Rodrigal was not your first choice, to be honest, nor was he mine, but I do hope you will be so kind as to support him in his endeavours. Ah, and wouldn't you know it, there he is right now. Rodrigal! Rodrigal! It would appear that my proposal was the top vote getter, but of course, that should come as little surprise to rational minds like ours, yes? It would appear that my proposal was the top vote getter. I trust that after having had some time to consider the matter, you too see how this is the only logical result. As our newly nominated emissary of love, Rodrigal will now go proudly forth and put his rather atypical proposal into action. That one more soul in this realm may find the true love and a happiness they so deeply desire. On this momentous occasion, I would ask of you a special favour. Would you be so kind as to accompany my associate on his adventure of the heart? That you might witness firsthand the accuracy of his analysis and fairly judge the efficiency of his actions. Under different circumstances, I would perform the test myself, but given my own preconceptions about the man, I fear it may be difficult for me to remain an impartial observer. You will humour me this time, will you not? I have asked my client to meet me just west of the amphitheatre. Pray come along. You might learn a thing or two about the importance of keeping a cool head and
when faced with the heart of passion. You may go ahead now, if you wish. I will be along once I have seen to the necessary precautions and preparations. Will Rodrigal's build-face plan succeed in bringing the succor of love to a young man's heart? Why, my heart flutters in anticipation. Pray watch over my associate from close by. Then you might report back to me regarding all you have seen. Alright. Back to you, Ian. My apologies. I hope I not kept you waiting over long. Touch my hat. But think nothing of it. Guildmaster Ewain, I presume? I am Rodrigal, the emissary come to resolve, once and for all, the needless worries that plague your heart. Your plight, as I understand it, and understand it well, is that you feel you have not been afforded sufficient opportunity to find yourself a suitable partner. I, however, would propose that the source of this lies not without, but within. You suggest that I meditate with the hearers of Stillgate Fane in hopes of finding myself? Precisely. Before a man can truly know and love another, he must know himself, and I fear no small degree of doubt from the way you express yourself to my associates before. Never fear, however, as I have already made the necessary arrangements. Isumayan assured me that by the time your instruction is through, you will be at peace with yourself, not unlike how your hearers are with the keepers of the forest. Now come along. Oops. Isumayan. You must be Rodrigal. We've been expecting you. Now tell me, who is the wayward child you have brought to us today? Huh? Guildmaster Ewain? I must say you are among the last individual I would have expected to see here today. Which is not to say you are unwelcome here, of course. Tell me, my friend, what troubles your heart this day? Well, it's like, how do I put it? I have, in a manner of speaking, that is, come gain a bare understanding of love. Love, you say? Why, yes. There can be no doubt that love is a powerful force indeed. After all, it is through our love of nature that the world around us by which we are, and the world around us by which we are granted the powers we wield. Very well, my friend. Take a sedentary position and let us begin to meditate. Before long, your eyes will be opened to the glory and grandeur of nature, and it will only be a matter of time until love fills your... Brother Isumayan! Somehow I don't think that's the kind of love your friend is seeking. Sylphie, don't sneak up on me like that. And whatever are you suggesting? I'm saying that your friend here isn't looking to nurture a love for nature. He's looking for a more tangible sort of love. The kind you can hold and touch. Isn't that right, old man? Old? I'll have you know, I've but seen 30 summers. There's no need to protest. It's hardly a sin to seek companionship. After all. But if you want my advice, if you are truly committed to this cause, you could start by doing something about that outfit. Surely you have to admit that it's a little bit, drab, don't you think? And after that... Oh, excuse me, but have you been hunting in the wood? Because you reek ever so faintly, yet distinctly, of goblin dung. Trust me when I say that meditation is the last thing that will help you. Come with me, and I'll teach you all you need to know about wooing the fairer sex. First on the agenda is a nice hot bath to get the stink off you. Following that, a trip to the markets to pick out some new garb that isn't caked in sweat and grime. Well, what are you waiting for? With me now! I know what you are thinking, friend. You are thinking that my plan was utterly and positively thwarted by the girl. Ah, how little you understand. I never presumed that Ywain's meditation session would be carried out to its conclusion. Oh no. It was simply part of my plan to set the pendulum in motion, that fate may carry our friend where it may. And where it has carried him is directly into the company of a most fetching young lass. A remarkable success, would you not say? Now come, Lisette will want to hear all about my success, and with haste. Sure. I do hope Rodrigal's plan succeeded to our client's satisfaction. Why, I simply couldn't forgive myself if I allowed that self-styled, self-serving scholar to tarnish the good name of House Valentione. I have already enlightened Lisette as to the precise manner in which my plan succeeded resoundingly. Let us await her verdict with the utmost of confidence. Ah, welcome back, my beloved friend. Rodrigal has told me everything. To be perfectly honest with you, that was not precisely, or to be honest, not at all, what I had envisioned, or how I had envisioned everything working out. Which is to say, I seek your opinion as one who has served me loyally in the name of love. What say you? Was Rodrigal's unusual approach worthy of the title of Emissary of Ardor? What do you say? That depends on the two of them. Indeed, I suppose it does, my friend. After all, if young Sylphie provides the Guildmaster with the wisdom he needs, and he proceeds to take it to heart, there is no telling how charming and handsome of a gentleman he might become. It's a start, is it not? I suppose you're correct. Guildmaster Ywain was looking for a new encounter. While young Sylphie may not be suitable as the subject of his affections, perhaps this meeting can be the spark that leads to a chance in the man's romantic futures. At least you smell better. Why, Alexander, that is no way to talk about a man who has set aside his pride to seek our counsel. Though, to be fair, I could not help but take notice of his distinct odor myself. Perhaps his meeting with young Sylphie was for the best after all. At any rate, I do believe I have heard all I need to render my verdict. Hear me, Rodrigal. By the powers invested in me by my forebearers, I, Lisette de Valentione, hereby declare you a fully fledged Emissary of Ardor. Congratulations, my young associate. I cannot say I expected to see this day, but I welcome it with open arms and a warm embrace. And with that, I have no qualms whatsoever placing the full of this year's Valentione's Day proceedings under your charge. Well, Rodrigal, how does it feel to rise to the occasion? Have you aught to say to the darling adventurer who helped you make this occasion possible? You have my gratitude, friend. While I still believe my selection was the most logical conclusion, I will admit that I still have much to learn about the art of love, and the task of spreading ardor across the hearts of the realm. Pray rest assured, I will approach my new duties with due diligence. At any rate, why not take some time to enjoy the festivities? I dare say you've earned it. As for me, I suppose I will be off in search of other hearts to mend, till we meet again. And I just thought... we can get rid of that. There we go. I can have a quick look at the other options, can't I? That remains to be seen. 'Tis a fair assessment indeed. For as emissaries, all we could do is point to potential lovers in the same direction. Whether or not they choose to walk the path of passion together is up to them, and them alone. It's a start, is it not? 'Tis a fair assessment indeed. After all, when the poor man first came to us, he hadn't the slightest notion of where to even begin searching for love. Now he has met an intelligent woman who, clearly appreciates his diligence and devotion. I do worry for the man, to be fair. You are truly a sensitive soul, friend. And yet, let us not jump to conclusions. There is many a happily married man who is all too happy to be forever at his beloved's beck and call. Perhaps Wayne is no different. Sure. And with that, we're done. Astrid's acumen, Bert's big idea, Rodrigold's revelation. Let's get back over to Eorzea and finish this up. And with that, that is another event done for the year. Another Valentione successful-ish. I do wish that we could have been able to see the other options. I also wish that at least one server had one of each, because then I could have actually went and seen them myself. But no, apparently not. Astrid forever, which in one way it makes it easier to write next year's, which a lot of people find very suspicious, because, well, the odds are still quite small, even despite the fact that she is a well-known, loved NPC. She got the colour red and all that stuff. The idea was still a bit as you saw, literally what happened to Ewan was a coincidence. It had nothing to do with Astrid at all. But, well. That is all for now, so thank you very much for rejoining me for the results, and I'll see you next time. Maybe next year Ewan might come back. I mean, it'd be great if it turned out he had a happy ending, but I very much doubt it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!